Om Shanti. Today it's the Avyakt Murli of 19th of March 2023. Revised date 25th of January 1994. Essence: the nature of Brahmins is the nature of specialities. Make this awareness your natural form. Today, BapDada is seeing all his special souls of the whole world. According to the drama, all of you have such special parts fixed in you. Today, BapDada was happy to see the specialities of each child. Seeing each child, the song of Wow Child was playing in his heart. As well as this, Baba was also seeing whether this song of Wah Wah was constantly emerging in the hearts of the children. Do you have this elevated experience in every action, in every thought, and at every step? Or do you only have it sometimes? From having an ordinary life, do you now have a special life? Constantly and naturally? Or do you only experience it to be this when you actually remember it? Since it is a life means it is constant and natural. When you remember it, you then have this experience, but when you don't remember it, you then experience it to be ordinary instead of special. This is not the speciality of you special souls. The Brahmin birth is the special birth. So, what would the life of someone whose birth is special be like? Would it be special or ordinary? Your Brahmin birth is elevated. Your Brahmin religion is elevated, and your Brahmin actions are elevated, because the bestower of the Brahmin birth and the one who establishes the Brahmin religion are the most elevated Supreme Soul and Adi Atma, First Soul, Father Brahma. So, just as the Creator is the most elevated, so the creation is also the most elevated, that is, the most special. Why are the actions of Brahmins special? Because when it comes to following actions, all of you have the sample of the Adi Atma, Father Brahma, in front of you. In actions, you follow sakar Father Brahma. This is why Brahma has been remembered as the bestower of fortune, that is, the one who makes your line of fortune elevated with your actions. The pen for the line of fortune is action. So, Father Brahma is the easy symbol of elevated action. This is why way you talk about making effort is that you have to become like the Father. What was everyone's aim in this Avyakt year? In the incorporeal stage, did you experience the bodiless stage the same as that of the incorporeal Father? Did you experience becoming like Father Brahma in practice number-wise? So, the basis of the special life is the special birth, the religion, and elevated actions. In Lokic life, if a soul takes birth in a special royal family as a prince or princess, then because that is the speciality from birth, she remembers this naturally and constantly, does she not? Or does she consciously have to remember again and again that she is a princess? Does she make effort to remember that she is a princess? No, she remembers it easily. The actions she performs may be ordinary because of her own interest, but does she forget the speciality of her birth? This becomes natural and part of her nature. So, what is the nature of you Brahmin souls? It is special or ordinary. Even now, when some children perform ordinary actions, what do they say in order to prove themselves blameless in front of BapDada? I did not want to do that action, but my nature is such that it therefore happened. In fact, is it right to say this or even think this? Who am I? I am one with a Brahmin life. So, can souls with a Brahmin life think that that is their nature? Is it right to say this? In that case, why do you say it at that time? At that time, it is not the Brahmin saying it, but Maya saying it. This ordinary nature or nature of Maya naturally works in that way, and you therefore say that you did not want to do it, but it happened. So, a Brahmin nature means to be one who naturally has a nature of specialities. Anything that is natural remains all the time. So, should the awareness of the special life be naturally part of your nature, or should you remember it sometimes and forget it at other times? So, constantly maintain this form of awareness, not the ones who have to make effort to remember, but the ones who have this form of awareness. Therefore, BapDada was saying, according to the time, although the Avyakt year has now finished, whether you have made yourself complete like BapDada. In this Avyakt year, you had the special aim of becoming Avyakt, which means to become angelic and also to make others the same. All of you had this aim, do you not? So, what was the result? Did you check yourself? You received the blessings of may you be an angel from the bestower of blessings. So, having the awareness of both the blessing and the aim, to what extent did you experience success? Did you subtly check yourself in this way, or did you think that the Avyakt year has now finished and that whatever you experienced according to your capacity was all right according to the drama? Together with the changing of the year, what was the speed of the transformation of yourself? Did you check yourself in this way? When the year finished, did you become complete in your aim and its qualifications? Or do you think that you will become this to be? Or do you think that you will become this to a greater extent in this year? Did the speed of yourself and of time remain equal? In fact, the speed of yourself should be faster than the speed of time, because you special souls are the instruments who will bring about the time for completion. The year ended at a fast speed. Did you realize how the year ended? So check, was the speed of transformation of myself a special soul fast, or was it sometimes fast and sometimes of a mediocre level? To be an angel means to be one who has no relationship with the old sanskars and the old world. So, check to see what percentage there was of any attraction to anything of the old world, whether in the form of relationships, attractions to your own body, to any bodily beings, or to any objects. In the same way, what percentage of attraction was there to your old sanskars, whether in the form of thoughts, in the form of attitude, in the form of your words, to your relations and connections, that is, in the form of actions. An angel means double light. So, to what extent did you have the awareness of your original form of light, as well as this in remaining light, that is, in having lightness? To what extent did you remain light? That is, did you experience lightness in your efforts and transforming yourself? of transforming your mind, that is, in transforming your power of thought. In transforming your power of thought from wasteful to powerful, that is, to what extent did you remain successful in lightening the burden of waste? In the same way, to what extent did you remain light in transforming any waste of time, wasteful company, and atmosphere of waste? To what extent did you remain light in your relations with the Brahmin family and in doing service? This is known as the angelic stage of a fast beat. Check in this way and change yourself for the future. Make the speciality of your Brahmin birth naturally part of your nature. This is known as making easy effort. Simply stabilize yourself in the awareness of being a special soul, and you will experience it to be very easy to become like the Father, because those who are embodiments of remembrance become embodiments of power. The year has now ended. BapDada will see the result. So, the majority is according to their capacity in the result, and within the majority of those who are according to their capacity, there is only a minority who are constantly powerful. You celebrated the day of remembrance with a lot of love. So, just as you celebrated it with special love, now, as a proof of your love, you have to become an embodiment of remembrance like the Father. Did you hear the result? What do you have to do in the future now? Be an embodiment of power according to your capacity or constantly. We will see this year to what extent the majority of you gives the proof of being constantly powerful. What do the teachers think? In which line will you come? Those who are constantly powerful, everyone's photographs is being taken on the TV. No matter what happens, what situations arise, you must be constantly powerful. Your names are being noted, are they not? Who have come? In which group have they come? All these names are being noted, are they not? So now, do you know that there is going to be a teachers' conference? So, what will be the result till that time? Those who want to do something do not think about when they will do it. A determined thought means now. An ordinary thought means it will happen. It will happen sometime. So, are you those who think sometime or those who think now? The Shakti army is a very big army. Are you those who think sometime or those who think now? Acha, what do the Pandavas think? Look, the names of all of you are being noted. Your names are not being mentioned now, but the time will come, but the time will also come when your names will be mentioned. Do you understand? Which zone has the largest number there? Which zone has the largest number here? There are many from Punjab and Indore. So, we shall see what wonders those from Punjab and Indore perform. There are also many teachers that have come. There are many students and also many teachers. Will those from Punjab claim number 1 or the second number? Will Indore also claim number 1? What will those from Karnataka do? What play or natak will you show? Karnataka means those who perform a play, and so you have to show a heroic play, not an ordinary play. Those from Maharashtra, you will of course become great, will you not? What do you say about UP? There are many rivers in UP, that is, those from UP are the purifiers. So, You are number one in becoming pure and purifying others. Those from UP will also become number one. At this time, none of you would say that you will claim the second number. Rajasthan is lucky anyway. It is the luck of Rajasthan that the land of the divine activity is in Rajasthan. The headquarters are in Rajasthan. So, where there are your headquarters, what would the people from there become? They will become the heads, will they not? So, all of you are saying number one in happiness. However, when you go back, do not say, "What can I do? I cannot do this. I did not wish this. But it happened." Do not even think such language. Acha, you double foreigners are racing well in doing service and you have to claim number one in the race. It is good. The foreigners have become good instruments to give courage to those from this land. So because of giving them this courage, you receive extra help. Do you understand? Keep this in your awareness and continue to move forward easily and make others move forward. Acha, to be the special souls everywhere, to the to all the special souls everywhere, to the karma yogi souls who constantly follow the elevated actions of Sakar Brahma Baba, to the handful of souls out of multi-millions who make their specialities naturally part of their natures, to the souls who are embodiments of the awareness of their special birth, religion, and actions, love with determined thought, remembrance, and namaste filled with specialities from BapDada. Avyakt BapDada meeting Dadis personally. The more complete you Brahmins become, the more progress the elements will also make in the future, because the elements also show their signal from time to time. The more upheaval of the elements there is, the more your unshakable stage will transform the elements. So many souls experience waves of sorrow from time to time. Only you souls and the Father are the support for such souls who are experiencing sorrow. So, do you feel mercy? What emerges in your hearts when you hear the news? It is nothing new. It is good for your unshakable stage. But when souls cry out in distress because of the upheavals of nature, to whom do they call out? When they cry out for mercy, their cries for mercy reach you, do they not? Those small calamities cause even more distress. When Brahmins become complete, the world of sorrow will finish. Do you feel mercy or not? What do you do when you feel mercy? After all, they are part of the godly family. You do have the thought of transforming any type of sorrow of the family into happiness, do you not? When someone in a family is ill, what thoughts do others have? That he should get well soon. There is a great difference in dying while crying out in pain and in transforming the self in one go. There is a difference between the great destruction and a rehearsal. The great destruction means the great transformation. You are instruments for that. When you become complete, completion will take place. Those who are distressed think that the curtain of revelation should now open. However, the hero actors have to be completely ready to come into the stage. Only when will the curtains open? Only then will the curtain open. Or would they open while the preparations are still incomplete? To have intense good wishes for transformation means to make yourself complete at a fast speed. You were sometimes like this and sometimes like that. And so, even the elements sometimes work at a fast speed and sometimes become slack. So, what do you have to do now? Whether for yourself or for other souls, let feelings of mercy emerge. You do have those feelings, do you not? Spread this wave. The obstacles will quickly finish with your feelings of mercy. Where there is mercy, there will not be any upheaval of the consciousness of yours and mine. Adopt a merciful form of the worthy of worship images. Is this all right? Spread this wave now. Be merciful in every thought. When you have this in your thoughts, it will automatically emerge in your actions and words. What does everyone in distress cry out? Mercy, mercy. Acha. Personal meeting with Avyakt BapDada. The way to be saved from Maya's shadows is to be under BapDada's canopy of protection. Do you always consider yourself to be under BapDada's canopy of protection and constantly experience yourselves to be safe? Do you always have the canopy of protection, or do you sometimes come out from under it? You either have the Father's canopy of protection or the shadow of Maya. So, the way to protect yourself from Maya's shadow is to be under the canopy of protection. Those who are under the canopy of protection will be so happy because you have become carefree emperors, have you not? When you have any worries, your happiness disappears. Whenever you see that you have lost your happiness, what was the reason for that? One or another type of concern, worry, or burden makes you lose your happiness. And when you lose your happiness and become weak, there will be the influence of Maya's shadow. Weakness invokes Maya, just as some physical weakness invokes an illness, so weakness in souls invokes Maya. You then have to make so much effort to move away from that shadow. If any shadow of Maya falls on you in your dreams would then disturb you. You would then become warriors from Brahmins and have to battle. A warrior life is of hard work, whereas a Brahmin life is of happiness. So, what do you think? Do you sometimes have to battle? Do you like battling? The shadow of a tiny waste thought makes you have to make so much effort. Therefore, always stay under the canopy of remembrance of the Father. Remembrance is a canopy of protection. So, do you know how to stay constantly under the canopy of protection? Not just sometimes, but all the time. The Father is imperishable, is he not? Then you have to claim the inheritance for all time, those who stay constantly happy. The canopy of protection means to be constantly happy. You will be carefree, will you not? Have you given all your worries to the Father, or have you carefully kept one or two worries? What can I do? How can I do this? These are words of worry. The words of someone who is carefree are always of victory, not of what or how. So, always remember, all of us are the ones who stay constantly under the Father's canopy of protection. We are not those who just tour around. If you get caught in a spin of your thoughts, you would be totally crushed. You are immortal, are you not? You have become immortal. This awareness will keep you constantly carefree and also make others carefree. You will constantly continue to sing the songs. I have attained what I wanted to attain. To be a child means to attain. To be a child means that you have attainment. Acha, blessing. May you become full of all spiritual treasures and maintain constantly content as an all round server. May you become full of all spiritual treasures and maintain constantly content as an all round server. An all round server means to be a master bestower of happiness, a master bestower of peace, and a master bestower of knowledge. A bestower is an image who is constantly full. Whatever he himself is, he will make others become like that. A spiritual server means being ever ready and an all round server. Only those who are complete can become all rounders. Only those who are complete will be content and make everyone content. Any lack of attainment makes you discontent. The way to be content and make others content is to become complete and a bestower. Slogan: when you have the golden gift of good wishes, when you have the golden gift of good wishes and pure feelings with you, you can transform any soul. Acha, Om Shanti. Notice, today is the third Sunday of the month, and all Raj Yogi Tapasvi brothers and sisters will have special yoga from 6:30 to 7:30 pm. During this yoga, experience the rays of the Almighty Authority Supreme Soul, the Sun of Knowledge, falling on you and through you and spreading over the whole world and removing the darkness of ignorance. Acha, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.